Jason. I have a product to review for you today. It's a product that I was given or sent for my honest review. I was not charged for the product, of course, for my honest review. The product today is this 4D, and you can see it's a 6-in-1. Has a 2-year warranty on it, but it's a 6-in-1 trimmer. So I can show you the trimmer itself here. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and it's definitely a nice, affordable trimmer. It's not something that's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's just something that's going to get you started if you don't already have something to trim your facial hair or really body hair. It's a 6-in-1, so it's going to do anything from body hair trimming, nose hair, ears. Of course, you can do your hair, but mainly I would focus on beard, mustache, facial hair trimming is what this is really going to be your primary tool. It's wireless, or cordless, I should say, a cordless trimmer, which means it's going to be easier. You don't have to worry about a cord, getting in the way, when you're trying to do certain things. I believe it's supposed to be waterproof as well, so you can use it in the shower and let that hair just go down the drain of the shower. It's not necessarily a loud trimmer, as you can tell. Just a little button there. But nice, lightweight, not heavy. It's not going to have your arm tired or anything while you're doing your trimming of your hair. So, and right now I'm just going to show you what comes in the kit here. This is a little holder. You can see here has, like I said, it's 6 pieces here. So you have the trimmer with this blade that comes with it. It's like a T-blade. And then you have a smaller blade here. I'm going to tell you about this a lot more in detail as far as what it does, but it's a smaller blade. It has a little guard on there for a little specific job that you can do with it. You have a full trimmer or a full shaver attachment here. With the full attachment, of course, that's going to be shaving to get the closer shave if you're actually looking for something other than a razor. A lot of people don't want to use a razor for their shaving. So you will use this full shaver, and it's not going to get that irritation that you may get from a razor with a really close shave. So the full would take care of that for you. The other one, this is a body hair trimmer attachment. It is adjustable as far as the height or the how close it trims your body hair, but pretty neat. Then you have this attachment here, which allows you to do some detail work. I think they advertise it like for parts or like doing designs in your hair, or if you're doing it for a client or somebody else, you can do more design or detail work with this one. Everybody knows this attachment here. This is the nose trimmer there. So you can do your nose, your ears. And a few of these, I have some clips, built into this video detailing how I use these. Like I said, I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and I do have a few clips of how I've used them. And of course, with the T-guard that's on there, your standard blade, you have different size guards that come with it. That way, if you're trimming your hair, you have different options as far as your length of hair that you can trim with that. So, with that being said, what are my overall thoughts? It's a budget item. It is a budget tool for somebody who's first time buying, a trimmer. It's for that person. It's for a young teenager who's just getting started, shaving or trimming their facial hair, and you need something to kind of maintain that, and you don't really want to take on the task of learning how to shave, because that is a scary task for some people. Like my normal audience is young black men who are learning how to shave for the first time, and black men have a fear of razor bumps. And if you use a tool like this, you can shave with this as well. This blade will trim the hair down enough, so it's maintained and it doesn't look like you got, out of control facial hair. If you don't want to use the full shaver, you can definitely use the standard blade, to shave that hair. So as you can see right now, for me, I have grown my beard out right now. Once again, Something that I usually do. I have my beard grown out, but of course you still need to create a line around your beard. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to just do a real quick touch up because you can see the hair here. So just while I'm looking at you, I'm going to look in the camera here and do this. But just to trim up, I think you can hear it. So main thing, with something like this is the strength of the motor. It's not something that you're going to cut the hair on your head with. You can do a touch up, and I've done that. I've lined up my hair a couple times, with this, just doing the lineup. Let's go ahead and look at it. Let me get this over here so you can kind of see. Let's see if that's going to work. And you can do a little touch up. And it's going to do decent. It's going to do the job. It's going to do, it's not going to do it as fast. Because it's not going to do it as fast because if you don't have a strong motor that's going to move the blade really fast, it's not going to get, it's not going to do the job very fast. So, but it still does the job. And for the price, that you're going to get this unit for, and with all the attachments, with everything that it can do, it's very affordable, and it's going to be a great tool for a lot of people. So I definitely would suggest it for those beginners that need just something to help them out. Let me go ahead and throw on a different attachment here. And just, you can get a close up, you can see it didn't take a whole lot off because I wasn't really spending much time on that. But let's put on the full shaver just so you can see it. And these just pop off. You can see here, the insides there. I might cut that part out, I might not. But this is the full shaver. So of course you can take that apart. And we're just going to snap this piece on. That's just how it goes on there. Turn that around the right way. So that's your full shaver attachment. And let's just snap that on. Okay, so there's your full shaver. Let's put that to work. Alright, so time for the close-up. You can do it before and after there. Go back in the video and see how that looked before I just put the full shaver on there. Let's do this side. Again, you're not going to see, it's nothing crazy. Again, it's all about the motor strength. This is going to get the job done. Eventually, you'll have the job done. Would I rely on this as my primary? No, because I'm coming from different things. I come from a razor. I come from, stronger clippers. But if this was my first time using it, I would be satisfied, I think, with this tool. So let's go to the next piece. Now, this is one that I think is very useful. This is the one I told you. It's a smaller product here, smaller blade. And this is one I think I would use the most. And this is the one you're going to do like your mustache, you're going to do your detail work right here. But with this piece here, this guard is actually adjustable. So what you have, if you can see on here, shows the 3 notches here. And those are your different height adjustments. So as you put it on, you're going to see it click several times. each of those clicks is a height adjustment. So as you do that, you can have your, what I've been using it for was for my mustache, because usually my mustache is going to be a lower length than the rest of my beard. So let's put this attachment on. Again, it just snaps on. And then you can, like I said, if you want on that lower setting, you can just trim that mustache. And by the way, the lights on here, that's your battery indicator. It goes red, of course, when it's dead, but as long as you're green, you got pretty good power. So just take that around. So that's what I get the most use out of, is this right here with that adjustment. Because on the sideburns, I usually take those down to a different height and kind of fade it. So really like that attachment. Let's see. Moving on to the next piece. Again, this one here, your detail trimmer. This one is going to be something, if you do a part or you do designs in somebody's hair or on your own, you can use this attachment. The other thing this is really good for is doing these corners. So in this area here with that wider blade, it's sometimes hard to get into that area. So you would want to use something different. And maybe in this, where I round it out here, you may want to use something like this to get in those areas. So it's kind of for parts and detail work. You could even use this in your nose, I guess, if you wanted to, but I wouldn't use this one for my nose. Again, going back to your larger original blade that I had on here, the original attachment. And if you have these larger blade guards, if this is the only thing you have, this is the only tool you have at home during the coronavirus shutdown, your barbershop not been open, you get a tool like this, it will get the job done. So you might take a little bit longer than, of course, if you had a stronger clipper. For instance, I have some larger clippers, corded, of course, clippers that I use for cutting hair. These T-outliner, as everybody pretty much knows about the T-outliner, is a much stronger tool, but they're heavier. It has a cord on it, much more expensive tool. So price, budget, this is the way to go. I'd recommend this for sure. And you do a little taper, work out the edges of your hair. This is going to work. Again, it's going to take longer to get the job done, which is okay. I mean, you're not trying to spend as much money as you can. You just want a tool that's going to work. And I believe this tool will work for the majority of the people who are going to buy it. That again, the beginner cutting your own hair, you don't want to invest too much into trying something out, and you want something that's going to be very versatile. You don't want to have to buy 5 different tools. So for instance, this is a 6-in-1 unit. For me to replace this one unit, these 6 things, that's truly 6 different things that I would need to buy. So I would need a outliner, a T-outliner, to do the lineup, around my hair. I would need, a large clipper to do the bulk. If I want to cut all this down, you would need something larger, like a regular clipper. And then to trim your nose hair. If you don't want to use scissors to trim your nose hair, this tool is very effective. It is something I've used a couple times already, of course, while trying out this product. So I really enjoyed this product. I definitely would recommend it. Again, I'll have links in the description below. This is your 4D trimmer. let me do one more. I didn't do a demonstration on this body hair trimmer. So let me change this out. And again, this is very easy. You know, snapping these pieces on and off. It's very easy. It feels like it's plastic, of course, but it feels solid enough that I'm not worried about breaking it when I take off different attachments. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just take my arm hair here, do a close up of my arm hair. If it'll focus for us. I don't know if it's gonna focus. I don't have very much arm hair. And this has, you see the lines here. These are your height adjustments. So this can actually mount, depending on what hair you're trimming. This mounts at 3 different height adjustments. So I'm going to trim some arm hair. Actually, my arm hair is not actually long enough for this. But if you did have